So actually, I was just about to make our sign for the night, just the little signs that I hold up for you guys. And Julian asked me, when was that moment when I really got it? Like I really understood what having a relationship was like with God. And I tell you, it really, really changed when my perception of who He was also changed. See, I had been at this place where if I made a mistake, I felt like I had to beg and plead and make all these promises for things that I might not be able to even keep, in hopes that God would maybe in His sovereignty want to forgive me. It was always this chess match on making sure that I was moving in alignment with what He might want for me. But never did I ever relax into that relationship and feel as though I were a part of it. I simply felt like I was just moving pieces of a puzzle, really. So I would do something wrong and I would, God, please, I promise, if you'll forgive me from this, if you'll forgive me, and all the nights, and you know what I'm talking about, all the nights of crying and feeling let down and realizing you've let God down and feeling so shameful. And then He says, yes, He'll forgive you. And so you move back into life, and because somehow that's two different things. And you move back into life, but you know what you do now is you operate from a place of obligation. Because now He's forgiven you, and because of that, you're obliged to do whatever He wants you to do, even if it's not what you want, even if it's something that feels unnatural. Now you're obligated to Him. Listen to me, I never had peace. Oh, I could smile and I could laugh at the rest of them, but I didn't have true peace. Like at the end of the night, in bed, lights are out, no one else is there, just me and God. I never had true peace until just 5 months ago, really. 7 months ago. The difference is now I had a relationship with a father, someone who brought me about. It was no longer this experience of this person in some far off place, like He was here. And no longer was I experiencing God from such a far distance from me to Him and trying to move in sync with my rights and wrongs so that somehow He might want to be here with me. But I moved into a place where I'm no longer even separate. I feel as though He has embodied who I am. And so it's not that I have to pray to Him to see what He wants, because He's acting through me. We're one. And so if I do something, basically if I make a mistake, the way I really believe it happens is that the Holy Spirit gives us a way out, and we take it or we don't. Sometimes we kind of get a little off the beaten path sometimes, don't we? He gives us a way out. And Jennifer, and I may or may not choose to actually take that way out, but it's there even if I've not been good. He's not discriminatory with His love at all. He loves me with every bit of who He is, as much as He loves you with every bit of who you are and who He is in you, as well as every single person in all of humanity. And He's not apart from you. He's one with you. So you can trust yourself. You can actually trust who you were created to be. And that's when it changed for me. When I realized that there wasn't all these things that were totally crazy wrong with me. It was just that I wasn't embracing the things that I truly wanted for myself. And that's what I feel like was the difference in the relationship. Is there wasn't this big, long, drawn-out process when I make a mistake. I just say, man, just like with a friend, if you hurt somebody, you want to go to them and you want to say, listen, I did not mean to hurt you. I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology? Yes, I will. God, yes, He's already forgiven us. Yes, we have already been made pure and holy in His sight. But those times where you just come together to say, man, I didn't mean to do that. That's the kind of relationship that He wants to have with you. He wants to get your nose out of the Bible for just a moment, because the scriptures for your life are written all over your soul. And he wants to show you the word in you. And he wants to bring out the best of you. But as long as you feel obligated and shameful and guilty, he cannot be the true father of your life. Because a true father is compassionate and patient and loving and forgiving and kind. He wants to be those things for you. And if you choose to allow that to happen in your life, then stinking holler at me. Give me a shout. I'd love to talk with you more about it. I don't have all the answers, but I certainly probably know a God who does. And we can work it out together. If you don't feel like those things are right for your life, that's absolutely okay. See, that's the difference between religion and a relationship. Is religion says now you've let someone down, so you have to feel horrible about it. A relationship just means we'll be here waiting for you whenever you're ready. There's no condemnation in that. Two totally different options for you. Just do something. Feel something. There's a really, really awesome you in there that is strong and mighty and powerful and can make things happen in their lives that are of extraordinary value. But you have to want it. And I know that it's in there. I know you were created with it. So when you're ready, he'll be here waiting. Not quite sure where that came from, but there you go. Bye, guys.